much for clicking on this video. Hope you're having an awesome day. Thanks for taking some time every day to hang out with me. Today's video, I'm so excited because it is a Team Up Tuesday with my girl, Unfiltered Fifties. I almost said Get This Glowing, but she recently rebranded. It's funny because we were chit-chatting the other day about IPSY completely just messing up our July bags, and we talked about some new releases we picked up. So she said, let's do a team up for this release, which is the NOMAD Orient Express. I am pumped for this palette. First of all, it feels very luxe with this velvet, and then second, this color story is not your average color story. Now, I did almost pass on it when I saw the release. I was thinking it is just a very interesting combination of colors, but the more I looked at it, the more I'm like, you know, this blue, that green, all these shades started speaking to me on another level. I had to pick it up. Plus, I really do enjoy the Nomad formula. I did get the Berlin Underground palette first, and then I've been buying some of their stuff here and there. I also have another one of their palettes coming in Tribe Beauty Box as well, so I'm just enjoying my love for Nomad right now. I'll link both my collab and eyeshadow palette playlists to watch previous palettes and collabs videos. And if you're visiting from Unfiltered 50s channel, welcome. Thank you so much for checking me out. I hope you subscribe and give this video a like before you leave. I've already gone ahead, filled in my brows, and put on foundation. Don't worry, this eye is okay. I'm just now noticing there's a little bit of eyeshadow left over that I kind of wanted to stay there from a previous look, so just ignore that. Before we create a look, you know the drill. We're doing some swatches. Bon Voyage, Paris, bar 3674. Look how effortless Bon Voyage swatched. Paris felt like a topper, and it kind of looks like a topper as well on the swatch, so I'm just going to go in one more time. Oh yeah, it's gorgeous. It has like a beautiful iridescent pink purple shift to it. And then this shimmer, bar 3674, super creamy as well, but I am still shook on how creamy and effortless this matte swatched. I hope that means it will blend out very nice with good pigment on the eyes. White Glove, Grand Suite, Istanbul. Whew. Those last two shimmers did not mess around. They are absolutely stunning. I like how this shade, Istanbul, is a little bit more of a foil metallic shade. London, Guilty 12, Simple and Pass. Ooh, I really like London. It's another topper-esque feeling shimmer like Paris felt. Oh my gosh, Simple and Pass I am obsessed with, and then Guilty 12 really blended in well with my skin tone on my arm. So far, everything has been nice and creamy, soft, and smooth. I'm trying to think of what kind of look are we gonna go for testing out this palette. Roaring 20s, Albert Pass, Baby Grand. 2020 was supposed to be the Roaring 20s. This isn't what we all asked for. What about the Scene Emo Roaring 20s? That I could have gotten by. That is like a perfect matte red shade. Holy crap, no words. Shooketh. L'Oriental, Golden Age, Etoile du Nord. Disclaimer, I don't speak French, so if I butchered that, I'm sorry. Yellow has been a shade that is slowly growing on me. I really like that. These three shades right here, beautiful grungy fall look I see in my future. 15 pan palettes fit perfectly on my arm. 18, 20, not so much. Short arm probs, so these last three shades will go on the back of my hand. Venice, Côte d'Azur, Nightcap. Luckily, Côte d'Azur is something I kind of recognize. Wow, Venice is this beautiful duochrome. Like, I'm seeing more of like a pinky brown shift, and then I move it and it's gold magic. So these are the last three shades. I'm trying to get that duochrome effect of Venice for you guys to see. And then this is the rest of the palette swatched. Overall, I am super impressed based off the swatches. Everything was so soft, creamy, and smooth, pigment all the way through, and I think this palette has a lot to offer. We have like a couple metallic foiled shades, we have some traditional shimmers, we have some toppers, we have this gorgeous duochrome that I cannot stop playing with right now. I think this palette is a good balance between neutrals and color, so I think it might be a little bit tricky to do like all colorful or all neutral, because I think that this palette would be best to do like a neutral look with pops of color. Oh, that red, that is gonna cause some staining. That's okay, it means good staying power, right? You know what would have been best for this palette? A palette bingo. You'll get all the crazy shades, I can see it now. You're gonna end up with like Grand Sweet, Siplin Pass, Roaring 20s, and Venice. That would be intense. The last palette bingo I did though gave me all shimmers for the most part. We're gonna sit here like Pooh Bear and go think, 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 what are we gonna do? I think I'm gonna start off with Golden Age. There was a lot of kick up when I dipped my crease brush into that pan. And I'm gonna start off the look on the inner portion of my eye right here. I don't know, yellow has just been a shade I just don't reach for, but lately I have. And it's usually been like a yellow shimmer. Being a pop in the inner corners, it has been gorgeous, absolutely stunning. So here we go with a yellow matte. I wish this matte was just a little bit brighter, but building it up seems to help. Cleaning off this brush because we're going to use it for the next two shades. Next, we're gonna go into the shade that I butchered, which is Etoile de Nord. Help a girl out with the pronunciation. This shade, as well as Golden Age, has a ton of kick up. And this shade's gonna be focused more in the center. This shade is really pretty. Both mattes so far have been pretty effortless to blend. Once again, cleaning off this brush, and we're gonna dip into Bon Voyage. I guess all the mattes are just gonna have a lot of kick up. Kick up doesn't bother me, I just don't want to use my shade up that quickly. And then my favorite part when it comes to these looks is blending the shades lightly where they meet. That way there's no harsh lines in the transition between shades. Now I can't decide if I just want to do the whole lid as the duochrome Venice or just part of it. I'm stuck. I'm gonna add some eyeliner to my lid and waterline. Now this is where I'm gonna get stuck, is because I'm thinking what color would work really nice on this lower lash. And then I think I'm gonna take the word I can't pronounce, Étoile de Nord, for the remaining part of the lower lash. And I don't think I'm gonna stop there. I think I'm gonna take the shade London for the inner corners. I think I'm gonna need to spray to make this show up. That seemed to help. I'm next gonna take my Lash Scoop lashes in the style Lizzie. And then I'm going to take some mascara to blend in my natural lashes with the falsies. And then I'm going to take my Tarte Tartiste Easy on the Eyes for the upper waterline. I definitely feel like these lashes stepped up this look. I'm a little sad about the duochrome not being as duochromy on my lid, but it's okay, it's kind of hidden anyway. With my hooded eyes, I kind of like this blue, green, and then I know like it's not yellow right down here, but with like that pink inner corner. I like these colors together. And I'm just gonna wrap up the look using my Tarte Tartiste Pro Glow palette to bronze, blush, and highlight. Baby hairs are getting in the way. For lips, I'm going to take my ColourPop Bullet Lipstick in the shade Slow Dance. And then I'm going to set my face using the Ciate London Everyday Vacay Setting Spray. And this is the completed look. I really like it, especially with the yellow, green, blue transition. As I mentioned, I wish the duochrome was just a little bit more. Maybe I should have cut the crease and put it a little bit higher so it's a little bit more noticeable, because it does get lost within the lashes. But I'm not the expert on multi and duochrome, so I'll probably reach out to my friend Millie over at Bad to the Brow, because she is the queen of multi and duochromes, just for like best application, any tips and tricks. And it was really hard to decide what kind of lip I wanted to pair with this look, so I went with more of a nude shade because I didn't want the lip to outshine this look. Other than Venice, I think the mattes blended out super nice. The shade London really needed to build up, and even then it's still not as pink in the inner corners, and I did wet it. So if I were to try it on the lid, I'd probably try with finger application. Maybe that's what I should have done with Venice. The quality of the palette is there. I think I just need to play with this palette a little bit more, get a feel with the different color combinations, because this is definitely a unique color story. Maybe it will pair well with some other Nomad palettes or any other palette that I have in my collection. This is by far one of the most unique color stories in my collection, so I definitely felt a little bit challenged to come up with a look as opposed to reaching into other palettes to pair it with to do either more of a blue, green, or even yellow focused look. I wanted all the colors to work together. I would love to know if you guys picked up this palette. What did you guys think of it, and what are some of your favorite color combinations? Did you run into any issues with the shades performing? Did you pair it with another palette? Do you have any tips on to make a London or a Venice to pop a little bit more? And if you did not pick up this palette, do you have any other Nomad products in your collection? I only have eyeshadow palettes and then one face palette that I think we got in IPSY, so I'm dying to try more of their products. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and if you don't, I appreciate your view anyways, and I'll see you in the next video.